Right. Alright, welcome back everyone. This is the VG Purist, and we are going to continue Season 10 action for the Global Vision Champions Cup playoffs, and we are going to cover the second game of today's marathon replays. You were right, Darren? Necromancy 55%. Well, we're going to see here, Battleskink Galactica. It's going to be taking on Snot's Protection Agency. Normally I'd pick against the Ogre team, but man, that Ogre team is looking pretty good. So I'm just going to pick the Ogre team to win this match coming up. So we'll see how that's going to play out as we get into the replays straight away. Loads of Champions Cup playoffs going on. I think there's a live game going on as we speak, so we got plenty of action though. Plenty of action, yes. Alright, so we're going to see another Lizardman team taking on an Ogre team now, and hopefully we'll have a full game this time in the Champions Cup. Last Champions Cup we saw that the Ogre team had conceded in the middle of it, and if you concede in the Champions Cup, then you are ineligible to play in any future cups until further notice. But yes, Lizardman team coached by Ziggyny, Battleskink Galactica, taking on this Ogre team coached by Anraka, Snot's Protection Agency. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have a bombardier for today's match. And here's the coin flip, and so this is kind of the thing I was saying here. Ogre team, he's gonna have lots of weapons here, and him being down some team value is able to get another guy in here, another star player, so that's going to be pretty choice here. Gonna get the Bombardier. Battleskink Galactica though will opt to receive, and we're just gonna go ahead and take a quick look at the skills. And as you see there, star player Bomba Drill Snot, he's gonna be in there. He does have accurate, and he does have a dodge ability to help against anyone blitzing on his body, so that he'll stay on for an extra little bit. Ogre team though, the biggest thing to note is that he does have a +1 in agility with the Snotling right there. Yes, the Ogres is going to be down his 6th Ogre for today's match, and so that's a little bit unfortunate thing today. He does not have his full complement because for some reason the 6th Ogre was injured for today's match. He was just a level 1 Ogre, but still, that could be the biggest difference in today's match, and hopefully maybe the Lizardman team might be able to capitalize on that, but we'll see though. Let's continue to take a look at the stats though. But yeah, it's going to be this +1 in agility Snotling, and I mean, it's just absolute legit right here. He can absolutely get thrown by the Ogre and stick the landing, and then after that just walk in for the 1-turn touchdown. So that is a tremendous threat for coming out from the Ogre team, and with all these Snotlings here coming in on the bench, you darn sure that the Ogre team is going to bench him and put in this kick Snotling, and I mean, just use him whenever he needs the quick 1-turner. So this is the sole reason why I really like this Ogre team right there, because he can absolutely score pound for pound against a lot of teams because of this one Snotling right there. And this is the dream right here. Actually, you get at least one Snotling with that +1 agility, and suddenly you can do things. Suddenly you're a real threat because he's got 4 agility, and it's big. Rest of the Ogres though, he does have block for this one, does have guard for that one, break tackle for this one. So a myriad of skills here. Break tackle for these other ones, and I really feel like, yes, in Ogre team you need break tackle. It's just so you can maneuver around and help out wherever they need to. If you get doubles, yes, you get the block ability, and then it's going to get guard for one of them. Don't forget the Ogre teams, unlike the other Ogres of the rest of the league, they do not have that loner skill on them. They do not have that loner skill, so you can absolutely re-roll any of those boneheads that might actually come up more often than not. So that's really nice. Let's check out the Lizardman team. And we'll have just about everyone with block right there. This one Mighty Blow, this one with guard, and actually both of these guys with guard. So this is actually a really nice ogre killer right there. This one with blodge, this one with the tackle ability. And here, there you go. He's going to have the +1 agility, sure feet diving tackle, +1 strength. Skink right here with the wrestle and the tackle ability. A huge cage buster right there. So that's a big one. Diving tackles for both of these skinks. I really like taking diving tackles whenever I play the Lizardman team right there. So right there, he's got 2 of them. I like that. That's how I like to do it as well. I get 2 of them that could be the ball carrying, and then 2 of them that are going to be mainly for defensive purposes. And right there, he has them. And then we have a level 1 stars to come in. And then on the bench, another diving tackle. Yeah, no loners, but plenty of boneheads to come. But when you're playing the ogre team, you gotta expect those boneheads. And the thing about those boneheads is that they do drop the tackle zones around them. So one of those things where it's like the ogre team just you put your guy up there, and then suddenly the boneheads happen. Then there's a huge avenue to your very weak and vulnerable Gnoblars that are strength 1 with 5 armor value. So I mean, I think it's great that they don't have that loner that they need to worry about, but at the same time, that's just not enough to help this team out whatsoever. No full altar, so during the additional phase, star players, it's going to cost 50k less. And that's nice for the ogre team. And I do believe that's why he's got Bomber Dribble Snot, because he's so cheap. And so he only paid, what, maybe 30k for him or something like that. Alright, and now we are on the way. So Lizardman team will get the reception, and we'll take away the default skills real quick, make things a little bit easier on the eyes. I really like that option here from Legendary Edition. It's just you press the control button and then all of the default skills go away, and hopefully you are a Blood Bowl veteran and know what comes inherent on everybody, but not a big deal if you are a newcomer to the game and watching. Anyways, these skills don't mean anything to you if you are a newcomer, so all these icons, what the heck is that? So it's going to be easier to see. Lizardman team's going to start off with the bashes up on the front line. Does get a little bit of stun here on that ogre, and that's pretty nice here. Trying to get a armor value break on those guys, then it is a very easy day for you. There's a nice little hit on the Gnoblar, those little snotlings there. And that's why it's a Snotling Protection Agency, because they are Snotlings. They were called Snotlings before, but now they're called the Gnoblars. KO on a Gnoblar, and so not a big deal. We've got a huge bench to come in, and hell, we even got one with sure hands. Why not? And another thing here with that +1 agility is that he's just one more touchdown away from getting level 2. Gonna get that bonehead. We'll use the rerolls here, and yes, as you can see here, inducements as you said, does have the wizard for the ogre team and a Bloodwiser babe for today's match, and I believe he had 4 rerolls, and so the 5th reroll to come, but I missed the kickoff, so I forget what the kickoff was. Did he get the reroll on the kickoff? I kind of forgot, but nonetheless, ogres does need, I think, 5 rerolls in the bank. TBH. There's the throw, and it's going to be good. Actually had a interception try right there. And it's going to be good. We'll be able to get down the Craxigor and the Skink. And going to get the impact. Take him down. Boom! I love that impacted bomb. Armor value breaks are going to have to be rolled as well, but with the high armor value, probably that Skink would have been a little bit more questionable, but not a big deal. Going to get that armor value roll, and going to actually succeed, or actually fail the armor value roll, and you want to fail the armor value roll. And now he's going to be able to put his Skink right here in the center field, and hopefully get some more hits on more Gnoblars, because they're all going to be pretty much 3-die blocks here. Why not? Gonna get it, defender down die, and get the injury on that kick Gnoblar, and there you go. Gonna go down as expected, and really with these ogres going down the front line. That's kind of what's been giving it away for this ogre team. Normally what you like to do is you put the ogres here, the 3 in the front line, and then 3 over here in the backfield, and then kind of protect your Gnoblars a little bit better. But fireball being used right there, and maybe a little bit early, but gonna get the skink out and get the ball out as well. And so this might actually be the opportunity right there. Unfortunately though, Scatter is gonna remain right here next to the Croxagore, and so he's gonna get the blitz in there and try to knock the ball to a better spot. It might actually end up in a better spot. We'll see. And oh yes, no, yes, no, and it's gonna bounce to the backfield. Blitz already being used, and so Gnoblars, nice thing about them is that they do have that titchy ability, so dodging in, not a big deal. He does have that stunty as well, so just gonna be what, 2+ is to dodge in there. And maybe get this ball pick up and turn it the other way. That might actually happen right there. Gonna move the Gnoblar. Really try for this here. On the 4+ pickup. Looks like it's gonna be a no. Ogre's gonna get the foul in there. I suppose why not? And dodge away for the prehensile tail. Not this time. I really feel like, oh, Gnoblar maybe thought about going in there. I think this Ogre, I think he picked him up, didn't he? I'm not even sure. I think he hit the SARS actually, and but I really feel like, boy, why not just pick it up with the Gnoblar, just to try, right? I mean, just to try. They have titties. You have dollar bills. Oh yes, the ogres. They do have some boobage action. Some moobs. Some moobs though, Durin. I don't know if you can stuff dollar bills down that big old belt that they have around their waist right there. But don't distract me. Durin. Gonna get those hits, and gonna get that skink to pick that ball straight back up, and the fireball already used, and not going to be able to make big use of that wizard. So now the wizard has been used already, and that's one of the big weapons here that the ogre team could not have afforded to lose out on, and did not get that ball here. Anytime you use that wizard, you really need to get the follow-up here and get to that ball, at least mark it up or make it a lot more difficult for the ball pickup or something like that. But can't say that he didn't have a chance, at least, but still. I could definitely understand the blitz on that SARS to hit him into the ball and maybe get to a better spot, but unfortunately Scatter goes just absolutely wrong here in the backfield. But I think at that point, you might as well just risk it. Get your Gnoblars in the backfield, pick that ball up, and then just... Sure, it's going to be a 3-die block on you, but hey, stranger things has happened, right? Could get like 6 pushes on the dice or something like that. And the Lizardman team only has 1 guy with tackle, and he was way up here, so he was out of the equation basically. Lizardman team now, he can actually now just continue to hit the ogre team, and a whole bunch of Snotlings are down. Was it 1 KO, 1 injury there on the sideline, and it's hard to see them because they're so tiny. But there you go. They're right there. 2 of them's on their back already. 1's going to be right there in the center. And there you go. Now he's not afraid of the fireball. This is the thing about having a wizard in hand and not using them too early, because before, Lizardman team kind of had to play very aware of the wizard usage. But now we can just go ahead, get the cage up, and move down the pitch very methodically. And it's going to be very difficult for this ogre team to crack. At this point, might actually have to just throw Snotlings at the cage or something like that. Yeah, actually might be quite viable here. Just throw some Snotlings at the cage and let the rest work itself out. Maybe be able to get the armor value break on Skink. But no, that would probably end up killing the Snotling or the Gnoblar a lot faster than the other team. So not that desperation yet. It is going to be the offensive possession half for the Lizardman team, so nothing to worry about here. Oh, he does have tackle skink with the... Oh yeah, he does have the tackle skink, does he? in the backfield. Well, okay, he was gonna get blitzed no matter what, right? But at least he would have had a small opportunity to get the ball in the hands of Gnoblar and then maybe do something with it. I mean, do something with it, right? You don't want to just waste the wizard to nothing. But we are where we are because of that scatter. And that scatter just went to the backfield. Now, that was quite possibly one of the worst ways it could have went. He had to get it away from the pencil tail croc, so I can't blame him there. But just tough choices all the way around. I really like how this ogre team's built up. Just about all the ogres have a skill, and that's all you can really ask for at this stage. And especially only playing what, maybe 10 games or something like that. But I mean, the ogres have just nicely leveled up themselves and gotten themselves in a really good spot to, I wouldn't say go deep into the cup, but definitely have a chance to at least win the first round or two before he really meets up with the team that just mauls him up, and then in the next game he can't do anything. Bomb dribble snot, he's still on the pitch, so he could actually pick himself up and then get himself into a better bomb throwing position, and then the next bit could actually throw it here into the side cage. Oh, bonehead. Come on, man. We need you, buddy! Oh no, more boneheads! And after the nice blitz here, can't follow up and get the cage in trouble or anything like that. Stunty, and he's going to try to protect the bomber. At this point, really needs the bomber to throw into this cage and maybe be able to produce a turnover coming up. So we'll see how the Lizardman team wants to react to this. Does he want to hold on to the ball here even further and then risk the bomber throwing the bombs in there and getting the ball away from his ball carrier, or does he just want to score it right here, right now? But I don't know if you want to do that. That gives a lot of time to the ogre team. And could actually make his own touchdown right there. So we'll see. Gets him down. That is the blitz right there. So gonna get a couple of extra assists on there due to one die block. And, oh man, gets paid off there. And gets the armor value break as well. It's just gonna be a skink as well. So nice one there. Little skink. David versus Goliath story. More defender downs. Gonna actually be able to get 2 on this bomber here and make things very uncomfortable, but still, yes, it is gonna be Skink making the score here on turn 6. And so Apollo makes the touchdown, gives the Lizardman team their lead 1-0, but the Ogres, like I said before, 1 move touchdown threat, 1 agility man. He can stick the landing, boys and girls. Don't count out the Ogre team yet. He can absolutely make you see stars here, and I'm not even talking about the stun. Oh man, it's gonna be, you're gonna be amazed here. Barbara Dribblesnot's gonna go out because he is a secret weapon and no bribes here taken from the Ogre team, so he's gonna go out. Very nice here, Ogre team should be able to get something out of this. In fact, if this Lizardman team probably should line up around the 16-yard line maybe, so that when the Snotling gets thrown, then maybe ends up in a bad spot, or maybe gets thrown on your guy and he hits your guy. And so those are the kind of things that you might want to do here to prevent the throw teammate touchdown. I mean, there's just kind of no way to really prevent the throw teammate, but I think the best opportunity is just kind of put him in a jigsaw formation, as you see right here, and then hope like crazy that the throw actually, he throws it into one of your guys, and then he falls over, and then there's no more one-turn touchdown threat. Actually, you can't even put in jigsaw formation. Yeah, he's just got to line them up in a straight line. Alright, here we go. Ogre team. 2 turns left, so he actually doesn't need to do a throw teammate. Maybe desperation time. High kick, and that's going to help out the... Yes, that's going to help out the Ogre team. And the Snotling with the +1 agility. Well, he's the one that wants to end up with the ball. Anywho, so let's see if we can catch it. There we go. 3+, and it's going to get it. Going to move up. And get behind the Ogres. And right there, already threatening the 1-turn touchdown move. Actually got 3 turns there, so 2 more turns left for the Lizardman team. So Ogre team actually could just maybe get a opening here on this right side and maybe just walk it in. No need for a throw teammate. We'll see though. Defender stumbles. Gonna save a hit from an Ogre. One of those times in which you're like, ooh, should I take the doubles and get the dodge on my SARS, or should I just go with the conventional and get like guard or mighty blow or something like that? So many choices, but there he went with the dodge and absolutely gonna be okay with what he sees right there. Injury here, and Apothecary is gonna be used straight away, and that's gonna be a nice little bit here. If anything, the Ogre team has won already, making the Apothecary used on the Lizardman team, so now he can concentrate on maybe getting some more injuries here. Ogre team does come inherent with that mighty blow on them, so we could see a few more injuries coming out. Nice defender down die. Will it be more injuries? No. Ogre team really needs to get some injuries though to continue to get the bash time if they have any chance of winning. Turn 7 coming up. Ogres after taking down one of the SARS, so that's going to help out. And with the way the Ogre team's looking like they're going right, gonna have to maybe get his guys over here, but that does leave the left side wide open. And again, throw teammate, it is a thing, and so he could actually throw teammate to the left side right there and be in all kinds of danger. 3-die block, will be able to get the blitz in. Does have that +1 in strength. Skink with tackle, so use him to the best of his ability. We'll be able to get him down, but no big entries, but the Ogre gonna get stuck on the sideline for the time being. Turn 7 coming up. Does the Ogres just think, okay, I should probably just do the throw teammate? I think that might actually be the play coming up. If this Ogre doesn't get based up here, we could see a blitz on this cross score coming up, and then after that, throw teammate. Oh, big KO, big one. There we go. So we might see a blitz here on this cross score. No, it's not. Okay. Left side is wide open though, so I guess at this point he's like, oh, why take the risk? Still 2 more turns left. Throw teammate is a very low percentage chance of happening, so you don't want to do it if you can help it. Gnoblars going down the pitch. I mean, he's a real touchdown threat. So every single time there's a blitz, the Lizardman team's gonna have to blitz this Gnoblar. So we'll see, unless this Gnoblar is going to be absolutely in range for the blitz. So you blitz the ball carrier instead. But yeah, definitely, Gnoblar is going to be in. He's going to be in threatening range now. So he could hand it off to this Gnoblar at worst, or at best. But at worst, he still got the throw teammate. So we'll see. But I don't know if this is going to be in good position at all. So we'll see if this is going to work out. Does that break tackle? And this is kind of why you take break tackle for your Ogres, so that they're never really out of position to get to where your Gnoblar's at and throw the teammate. I believe I was talking to a coach who loves playing Ogres actually, and he was talking to me and telling me that, hey, you know, when you first start off with your fresh team value, then you absolutely take for your first skill break tackle, so that you can have that break tackle Ogre still in the front line bashing it up, and then at the best opportunity you jump away, throw teammate, and then after that you get in the better position and get that try in there. But unfortunately though, ball carry does get blitzed out, does get injured to boot, and that's going to be the 1-turn touchdown threat that I've been tooting my horn about. But unfortunately, Sars does catch up to him, and that's going to be the one with tackle even. And, oh boy, poor positioning there by the Ogre team, and that is going to be it here for the Ogre team. And with that +1 agility man going out, that will probably end all things here for the Ogre team. I mean, just everything hinged on that Snotling, and you might as well forget it at this point, I think. Turn 8 though, so it's not done yet. He could actually still pick it up, but now the throw teammate is going to be a whole lot more difficult to pull off without the +1 in agility Snotling. So here we go. He's going to get the pick up, and he's going to have to hand it off or something. No, he's not handing it off. Okay. He's going to throw it. Okay. He himself is going to throw it with the reroll. Oh, and he gets it. He gets it. And will he get past him? It's just 2+ dodges now. Oh, but diving tackle. What was the Snotling doing? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. And, oh, gosh. Actually, because the diving tackle actually adds -2 to the dodge, so even though that was 2+ dodges, it actually became 4+ dodges. Oh gosh, and I think the Snotling missed it there. He probably should have just dodged away and then did the GFIs for the score right there. There you go, he gets it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, he should have dodged away from the diving tackle and then do the 2 GFIs for the score. Oh man, but diving tackle, yes, it does add -2 modifier to your die. So even though these were just quote-unquote 2 pluses, they ended up actually being 4 pluses at the end of the day. So actually made the 4+ dodge right there, and then after that, boom, got him. You thought it was 2+ dodges, but they weren't. And the Ogre team, the Ogre coach actually missed it. And yet another reason why you keep the skills up when you're playing, guys, so that you don't miss these kinds of deals. A lot of people are like, oh, the skills are in my way, I can't see it. But you know what? If he would have had the skills up, he would have saw, oh, he's got diving tackle. I shouldn't do this. And should just dodge away 4+2+2+ GFIs. Oh wow, he just lucked out on that pass though. I mean, I think when he was passing it, he was like, why not? I do have to re-roll, so with that pass, I believe it was a 4+ from there. You got to pick up. Let's see here. There's that catch. On the 4+ catch too. Perfect defense. 5+ catch. 4+ catch right there. He almost pulled it off, and had he had seen the diving tackle, then he actually would have been able to dodge away. Yeah, he would have been able to dodge away. Oh no. The reroll already used up. Oh man. Jeez. Would have been a little bit susceptible to those GFIs, but still, at least it would have been 2+2+, right? What are our chances of one coming out, guys? He had his moment in the sun, though, but now down the +1 in agility Snotling or Gnoblar, the Ogre team's chances are absolutely dwindling away, and Ogre team feeling the effects of just down to 6 Ogres here. And my pick is going bad, but this was kind of an optimistic pick right here. I just wanted to pick the Ogre team because I guess I just really wanted to see an underdog win it. But if any Ogre team could have done it, it would have been this one because of that one, just that one Snotling. Oh, nice injury there. And Apothecary already used, and so nicely done. And it's going to be a big injury, in fact, niggling injury. So he's going to be not only out maybe next game, but also going to have a niggling injury on the SARS. So might actually be a replacement though. because it is a level 1 SAR, so he might actually just get fired for his troubles if the Lizardman team has a lot of cash on him, but we'll see. I don't know if you want to fire a niggling injury, but still. It is just a level 1 stars. And just maybe. But I mean, can you afford to be out in the tournament 1 game, right? I mean, there's only this is a KO tournament, and you only have what 5 games you need to play. So being down a stars for 1 game is kind of big. Ogre team can't do much against full strength here. Able to get a couple assists, and that's all he needs to get those hits on these 5 strength ogres. Gnoblar does have the ball though. I believe he still has the sure hands pickup. Yeah, he does, and he's got the sure feet right there. So I mean, he still has a 1-turn touchdown threat. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not as powerful as that +1 in agility, man. Get the blitz here, 3-die block, and trying like crazy to get a defender down die. It's about a 50% chance to get it on a 3-die block. And with the reroll, even better than that. But unfortunately, doesn't get a defender down die. Gonna move up, and the Skinks might actually have a chance to get to him and get the blitz off. So I think the Lizardman team is gonna like what he sees right here, and the Skinks can very much do some real damage here. Not able to get a cage here going for him or anything as of yet. There's that Skink with the block and the +1 of strength. There he is on the right side right there. So he's going to be able to maybe get the hit here. There's Gnoblar with the tackle. He's pinned him up on the right side here. So with the tackle ability, should be able to stop him. And there you go. Oh, but it's going to be this one here on the sideline, and now this one's going to get hit. Luckily, though, they come inherent with that sidestep, so no surf or anything like that, but Ogre team in all kinds of dangers now. Skinks can run into the backfield in there and should be able to get the blitz off on the ball carrier now. Does have this +1 in agility. Skink. So can make some dodges. It's 2+ to get in there. And he's got stunty as well. So 2+2+, and that's it. There we go. 3-die block. Let's get that hit in. That's the 3-die blocks everywhere. Oh, what a nightmare. Why does Gnoblars have 1 strength? I think maybe to balance this out, maybe the Ogre should have not just a 6th Ogre, but maybe a 7th Ogre. I don't know. Here we go. There's the 2+2+, and then we're going to see the 3-die blitz here, and he will try like crazy to get something going. But we'll just be happy to get a both down die, and the ball does come out. It's going to KO, not KO, but stun the Gnoblar right there. The ball is going to be nicely in the backfield. At least the Ogre team might be able to recover. Ooh, bonehead on the key Ogre that needs to make this 3-die blitz here. Does get the blitz in, but unfortunately not going to get down the Skink. But it does pry him off from marking it, so Gnoblar should be able to pick it up on the 3+. And then after that, I don't know what else he's going to do with it, but he needs something now. He's in trouble. Skink's all up in the backfield, and oh, that does not help whatsoever. We should see yet another blitz by the Skink and hit that Gnoblar, and then after that, just run it in with the blitzing Skink, I think. Looks like that's a no, so I think the Skink's probably just going to make the dodge, and then after that, pick it up on the 4+, and then scamper in for maybe the touchdown here on the Ogre team's possession half, and that might actually be the play coming up. But first, get these blocks in. You always want to do the safe bets first, and so there you go. Get these hits in. And bonehead. The bonehead. That's too bad right there. Really needed that one to come through, but here we go. It's going to get there. It's going to dodge away, and then after that, pick it up with the +1 and of agility, and he will do the GFIs instead, and he will get that touchdown, and it was a 2+ pickup instead because he used that +1 agility, but he did do the GFIs on top of it. But I think I like that a little bit better. Or I should say 3+ on the pickup. And then make it in. Yeah, Plague of Boneheads. That doesn't really help the Ogre team at all. Death and injury. Gnoblars are out left and right. And the Lizard team is up 2-0. And at this point, Ogres, they won't, I think they won't be able to win at this point. It's very difficult for a tier 3 team like this to come back from a huge deficit like this. If this was maybe some other team, or maybe you still had that +1 in agility Gnoblar, then maybe. But even then, I don't even think that the Ogre team will have a chance at winning it at this point. But we'll see though. Ball's gonna come up a little bit short and to the right. And that's actually pretty great, because now he can pick it up and maybe get thrown. I don't know. At this point, Ogre team just needs to do to throw teammates, score it very quickly, and then hope like crazy. Maybe a blitz on kickoff or some type of nuffling. Ball gets kicked short. I don't know. But the Ogre team at this point really needs something going here. Otherwise, this is just all but over. Take a little sip of my Coke here. I wish this thing would go away here. Like, okay, thank you. Thank you for this, but can you go away after the hit? You're taking up screen space. Alright, Gnoblar hopefully gets the pick up. He does have sure hands, and there you go. Luckily he does have sure hands. One less reroll to think about. So we'll be able to keep one more reroll in hand. Does get the pick up, but that does use up a turn. So tick tick, Ogre team needs to score it very quickly here if he wants to have some sort of semblance of hope. Nice big hits here. Nice. Both down die. That's good enough against those Snotlings. Hit him down with a mighty blow. Saurus right there. Whisper to my buddies at the focus. Duran, you're 2 for 2. Looks like I'm 1 for 2. Hey. Uh-oh, you're out predicting me, Duran. Uh-oh. I didn't know. I didn't know this was a VGP versus Duran challenge. Well, like I said, I think it was a very optimistic call. I'm not gonna pretend that you know, I didn't like the Ogre team, but at the same time, it was definitely a far-fetched call from me for sure. But I think just bad positioning there on that +1 in agility skink. I mean, not skink, but the Gnoblar. And it was just he got hit by the tackle Saurus, and then after that, your hopes of winning goes up. I think the Blood Bowl sense was kind of off there. I really feel like, because if anything, right, I kept saying, oh, let's do throw a teammate from right here. Ooh, bonehead right there, and unfortunately won't actually be able to re-roll this pass coming up, and the pass did fail, and more diving tackles would end all hopes of anything. And quite honestly, this Lizardman team is pretty much built for taking down this Ogre team. I mean, not only does he have skinks with diving tackle, but he's got block on a Saurus, 4 strength. I mean, this is just built to kill this Ogre team right there. So I think Ogre team just probably had a really bad draw as well to maybe pull off an upset victory. But Again, I mean, I like the Ogre team's chances. That's just how much I like this Ogre team. I mean, this might end up like 2-0, maybe even 3-0, but this Ogre team is pretty strong. What, one skill on each of the Ogres basically, except for the one Ogre that's out. And then the +1 agility, Snotling, and then you got another one with sure hands pickup. And you got a kick Snotling. I mean, he had a nicely built team. Maybe should have played a little bit more in the Champions Cup ladder, and maybe gotten some more skills. He would have been even more of a contender. Oh yeah, so you can't say that the Ogre team didn't get their fair shares of injuries here, because he did. And another niggling injury. Whoa! That's 2 niggling injuries, and this one's going to be on the guard and block Saurus. So the Lizardman team is going to be down a pair of Saurus for the next game for sure. If anything, maybe just one of them, because like I said before, might end up just firing this Saurus and then buying another one if he has enough cash. But, I mean, now you're down a Saurus here with block and guard, and what is it? The next team that they have to face is the Necromancer team, who just wrecked a Lizardman team very similar to this one, but I think this Lizardman team a lot better leveled up and has skills that makes way more sense. Now, they're going to be a little bit crippled. I wouldn't say big time crippled, but I mean definitely they're going to start a man down. It really just kind of depends on the team value and how much money they have now, but still. You're right about that. Here comes the blitz here. Not going to blitz the ball carrier. Going to blitz over the top on this Gnoblar. And their Ogre team pretty much saying, okay, I'm done with this game. He's just going to try to make this look cool on the scoreboards. Maybe get the touchdown here. So that, hey, I only lost 2-1, guys. But yeah, I mean, if the Ogre team really wanted to try to go for the win here, throw teammate definitely would have been the call here earlier with that +1 agility. Not in this half here, because he did actually try to throw him, but couldn't get the throw off. And that's just how low of a percentage that throw teammate is. I mean, the Ogre needs to roll the bonehead, needs to pass that, and then after that, he needs to pick him up and then throw him, and then the Snotling, you gotta do the pass, and then the Snotling's gotta stick the landing in a good spot now. He can't just, fall short. And it's gonna be an inaccurate pass no matter what, so you never know where the hell he's gonna end up at. So he needs to be in range. And he's only got 5 movement allowance, and so he needs to be within 6 spaces here. So he needs to be, what, right here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, there's another throw. Oh, and he does stick the landing. Look at that. And there you go. And he's just in range for this touchdown. There you go. After the go for a roll. Snotling gets it. 2-1. Ogre team makes it look good. Yeah, the skink with the +1 strength, get the 3-die block. So disgusting. And he's got the tackle on him as well. So I mean, it's just like all these hits that the Snotlings are getting from the Lizardman team. Just, just brutal. There we go. It is 2-1 now, and at this point, again, I mean, Ogre team, so he needed to get that throw teammate and score it a little bit quicker, so that now on defense, what he has to do at this point is the Lizardman team needs to protect his ball, because at this point Ogres are just gonna start Snotling throwing into the backfield like crazy. He's gonna throw Gnoblar, and then he will throw Gnoblar. Well, you just only do one throw, but still, I mean, like, you get the picture. It's just gonna be all kinds of throw teammates for the next few rounds if he had a whole bunch of rounds to do it. But here he only has, what, one round to do it? So, I mean, only one Gnoblar is going to get back there, maybe. Well, I mean, the other ones could walk back there. This kick. Ooh, perfect defense. That's great. Now you can just not get hit by the SARS here at the end. Because he had to put the Ogres in position, so he's going to get those guys up front. Oh, actually he's going to put these guys over here, right? Well, I guess he wanted to tie him up, I guess. I'm actually going to put a Gnoblar in range. Ooh, right in front of him. Uh-oh. So here, the Skinks, if he misses this pickup, then this could be uh-oh time. So it all hinges on this pickup, and if the Ogre team is able to get there, could actually throw teammate and make the winning play. So here we go. He's going to have to try for this right here. So just a 2+ pickup. Only a 136. Oh, he gets it. And we're going to see some Gnoblars jump in the backfield and quite possibly try to get maybe a 1-die block on him. Because this is the 3 strength one. No, I don't think there's... No, there's no 1-die blocks. Unfortunately. Well, he might actually have break tackle in there. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see here. Can we break tackle? SARS coming around the right side. Try to shore things up after the blitz, and he's gonna fail the GFIs. Oh, so actually there is an opening here. Oh, but this one doesn't have break tackle. Oh, this one does. So, if anything, I don't know. Can he make it? I don't think he can, actually. He's going to still have to come around the right side, I think. Oh, but diving tackle ends all help. Diving tackle to the rescue. It was still a very difficult dodge, though. I mean, what is it? Even with break tackle, that's a 4+ dodge to make. But with the diving tackle, made it a 6+. So, unfortunately for the Ogre team, diving tackle saves the day. And if you guys out there were wondering if you should take diving tackle for your Skinks, yes, you should take it. And that'll end all hopes here. And heck, even if he did get that blitz off, it would have been pretty difficult to do anything with it. He would have had to pick it up with the Gnoblar. Then after that, hand it off to this Gnoblar over here. Then this Ogre had to throw him. I mean, he would have to get everything. It's already hard to just get the throw teammate off, much less the rest of the earlier sequence. But there you have it, 2-1. Again, the biggest difference here is that Lizardman team played it soft, played it solid. Wizard was not used to the best of its ability, and because of that, I think really the Wizard was probably the biggest thing, and then the misplacement of the, I shouldn't say Snotlings anymore, I should say Gnoblars. The misplacement of the +1 agility Gnoblar enabled them to get blitzed down, and after that, you didn't have your biggest offensive threat going into the second half. I think if anything, just make that throw teammate a little bit earlier at the end of the second half, or first half, at perhaps the 7th round when the Ogre and that +1 agility was in a really great spot. Could have blitzed down the Croc score, throw the teammate, stick the landing, and then after that, march it in for the touchdown. But we are where we are because of that. But I mean, definitely throw teammates is not something that's easy to do, so I can't really blame the Ogre team for not doing the throw teammate on the round 7. And also the Skinks does have a 1-turn touchdown threat themselves, so I mean, definitely I definitely can't blame them for trying to hold the ball for at least one more round. But there you have it, guys, holding the ball to your doom. Looks like this Necromat team of Alex Hung will face off against Ziggyny's Lizard team, Battleskink Galactica. It was actually quite hard fought here, and Ogre team did niggle a couple of stars. So we'll see how that's going to turn out against this Necromancer team, who does have that very killer werewolf, as you saw in that earlier game. So watch out for that. But until then, that is it. We're going to have more Champions Cup playoffs. Don't you guys go away. We have loads of games to cover today. So don't you guys go away. This is going to be a marathon replay session just about all day long. So don't you guys go away. Let's see who we have up next here on this schedule here. For Icarus 2, taking on Evergreen Queens. Let's see here. Yes, Evergreen Queens taking on the Dark Elf team of 4 Icarus. Crazy Ivan taking on Harry Hiltonen. So we're going to see them in just a bit. I'm just going to go ahead and use the bathroom real quick, guys. So don't you go away. In just a moment, I'll be back with more Champions Cup. Loads of games to play and watch. So don't you guys go away.